never forget. Through all the pain and the sweat, it took nothing with me yet. I got to keep pressing, got to keep pressing on. You know I never forget.
Grace to you, family. We'd like to welcome you guys and let's grow together. My name is Prophet Corey.
And I'm Minister Sean.
And we ask that you would share this video. It feels good to be back before you guys tonight. And we have something in the works for you guys. Or we have a game tonight that we're going to play. And it's called Keeping It Kingdom. Yes, Keeping It Kingdom. Write that in the comments. Keeping It Kingdom. And what we have a few scenarios that we've kind of put together, and we're going to decide if we would keep it kingdom, which means would we handle it God way, or would we keep it a buck, which means that we would lean to our own understanding. So we ask that you guys will play along. We have a few different scenarios, and you know the key to this game is transparency. You have to be honest with yourself and evaluation of where you are. Now, guess what? There may be certain scenarios where you say, man, I'm not there yet. I think I would keep it a buck. Cool to be honest with yourself. Cool to evaluate yourself. That way, you know, in the areas, you identify the areas that you need to grow in. But we got to be honest. So put it in the comments. If you do it God's way or do it your own way. All right? Keep it kingdom or keep it a buck. You ready?
I'm ready.
Now, you got to be honest. Okay, you go with number one. I'm ready. I'm ready.
So number one, a friend continually compliments your spouse's physique. Do you keep it kingdom by responding in a kingdom way, or do you respond by keeping it a buck?
I keep it a buck. I keep it a buck. I ain't arrived yet. It's very disrespectful. I'm not afraid to say or ashamed to say.
I think I have to be honest about that too. My initial reaction to that will probably be to respond the way I want to respond.
Right.
So that's something that we need
wouldn't have to pray about that one, huh?
Wouldn't have to pray about that.
Okay.
We have to work on
okay. Just being honest. Being honest.
Got some ways to go.
All right.
Okay. So a member of your church.
Okay. The church house. Huh?
Buys your spouse an intimate gift for their birthday, such as cologne or perfume. How do you respond? Keeping it kingdom or keeping it a buck?
Intimate cologne. And
or perfume.
Or perfume. Man, I'm realizing I'm in the flesh a little more than I really want.
Help me, Lord.
Help me, Lord. I might need deliverance after this game. The Lord has exposed me. I'd have to keep it a buck. I don't like that. That's shady. It don't mean nothing because it's at church also. Ain't no man got no business buying you no perfume.
Well, I said kingdom because some people do not know where the line is that you shouldn't cross concerning gifts like that. And you may have to explain to them that, sister, you don't buy a married man this or that.
Okay,
now.
So you keep it kingdom. But let's say I've been working out, doing 200-300 push-ups a day, and Sister Sally decides she want to buy me a pack of muscle shirts. You okay with that? You still keeping it kingdom? Okay, on to the next one. On to the next one.
Now, see, you
all right, let's go.
Question.
Now, a person has been hating on you, and a person that has been hating on you asks you for a favor, and you have it in your power to help them. Now, would you keep it a buck, or would you do it the kingdom way? I do it the kingdom way. You want to explain why you would do it the kingdom way?
I just think that I've been tested on that many times, and I've passed that test.
Yeah,
you
made it to that place.
I'm at that place where I know how to respond to that.
Okay. All right. Another question. You guys make sure you write in the comments how you would respond, because we want to see how, if you're in alignment with the same way that we respond. Okay. Now, how would you respond if someone you're really not close to tells you the truth about yourself? How would you respond? Would you keep it kingdom or would you keep it apart? I think that I would keep it kingdom.
Explain.
I'd keep it kingdom. Even though me and you are not close like that, I understand that God can use anybody to tell me the truth about me. So it's not always about the method or the messenger, but it's about what it is that God is trying to say to me. Not the method, not the messenger, but the actual message. And I believe that I've gotten to that place. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be a little taken back at first. I'll be a little taken like, man, you don't even move like that. But after I take a deep breath, I'll handle it God's way. I'll receive it.
So I got some ground I need to gain.
Okay, that's cool. Come on.
I would probably respond that way. You don't know me like that.
Well, so some people have issues receiving things or criticism from people that they're close to. So,
you're right.
So definitely they're not receiving something from people that they're not even.
Well, I just think that, and I know God can use anybody, but I think that you need to know me before you start dealing with certain things.
But don't you want the truth?
Yeah, but I need to know how much you care about me.
Why do I have to care about you to tell you the truth?
Before you going to.
Huh? You're right. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Now, if you get more than $3, that means you live most of your life in the flesh.
Well, you already close because you got 2.
I'm out of that.
Yeah. So.
I may need to be baptized.
Next question.
Come on, what else you got? What else you got?
Good. This is a good one. Your spouse has loved a provocative online picture of someone of the opposite sex. Would you respond by keeping it kingdom, or would you respond by keeping it a buck? And when I say keeping it a buck, would you respond by like just checking that, or would you respond by sitting down talking about how you feel like this behavior is a little out of line for someone that's married? Okay. I think that I will respond by keeping it kingdom.
I keep it kingdom. Now, let me respond behind what you keep it kingdom.
Okay.
Because God has given me the power to tread over serpents and scorpions and all the powers of the enemy. And I would call that lustful spirit out of my spouse. I would bring deliverance to my spouse's life. She ain't got no business liking no picture. Keeping it a buck. Keeping it a buck. I can keep it buck. I can keep it a buck and then move into the kingdom because you need deliverance. You need deliverance. I thank God in the name of Jesus.
See,
call out that lustful spirit, that wondering
Come
eye.
on in the comments.
That wondering eye. I rebuke you. I bind you right now. In that lust demon. I put all on you every time I see you. Yeah. Take away your Facebook privileges, your Instagram privileges.
Oh my God.
Okay, so if I had to choose one, I keep it a buck.
Okay.
I think it's disrespectful.
Okay.
For your mate to like certain pictures of the opposite sex online. Okay. I keep it a buck. I think it's disrespectful. But I got kingdom for you. So if you're thinking about
the question, remember we said loved, and there's a difference between like and love.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck if you like it. Okay. I'm kidding about the emblem that you push. That means nothing to me. Okay. The fact that you pushed it.
It sounds like you're leaning more towards a buck.
I'll keep it a buck. Okay. I'll keep it a buck. How many bucks I got?
This is probably your second one. No, third. That's your third.
Ooh, man. Somebody pray for me.
Okay.
All right. What else we got?
Okay.
All right.
Someone cuts you out in traffic while you're running extremely late.
How would you respond? Would you keep it kingdom or would you keep it a buck?
I'm working on this area.
What?
I'm working on this.
What?
I'm working on this, especially this time. And the way the things are going now, you can't just respond. But I'm working on it. I'm working on my response when people cut me off.
So do you feel like you have a problem with road rage?
No, I don't have a road rage problem.
That's what a buck is road rage.
I know, but
concerning this question.
I know, but I'm just saying I do not have road rage, but I do have a quick temper when it comes to traffic. Just not road rage. Don't call it that.
But you keep it a buck, you don't handle it. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna cuss the person out or
no,
pull back in front of them?
I just find myself like trying to get my spot back.
Okay, your spot. You have a spot on the road, huh?
Okay.
All right, let's go. Now, you've been praying about a situation, and God has not yet spoke or moved on the situation. All of a sudden, you have the opportunity to fix it in a dishonest way. Do you keep it kingdom, or do you go ahead and keep it a buck? kingdom. I'm gonna keep it kingdom. The reason why I would keep it kingdom because I've learned time after time, trying to do it my way. Yeah. And in situations I'm believing God to move on. Right. Now it could be tough when God is not speaking and God hasn't moved on the situation. Then a door opens, a dishonest door open. It can be tempting, but I've learned throughout time that the best thing to do is to wait on God. Because sometimes, sometimes it's God testing you to see if you really trust Him and you have the faith that you say you have. And I had to grow to this place. Yeah. And I had to grow to this place because I think as humans, we like to be in control. So when we give our lives to God and then He begins to be in control in our lives and we have to wait on Him for certain situations that we are depending on Him to move in, it can be challenging. So I had to grow to this place.
I had to go to this place as well. And the reason why I say keep it kingdom is because when you choose the dishonest way, even when nobody else knows, True. And that eats at you, it bothers True. You. You know that God isn't pleased with it. True. And so you find yourself wishing that you could have that chance to make that choice again. Right. So you could go ahead and wait on God.
Right. Okay. So kingdom. We'll both keep it kingdom. Okay. Yeah. What you got?
Okay. You find out that your spouse has been binge watching episodes of your favorite show by themselves. Do you keep it kingdom or do you keep it a bug?
Keep it kingdom. Wouldn't bother me at all. Let it roll off my back. But you keep it a buck? Yeah, you be in your feelings?
I would be in my feelings because I'm just speaking from our relationship. When we have a show that we both watch together, that's intimate for us. Okay. That's something that may not be for other people, but for us, that's something that we're sharing together, just us two. Something as simple as a show. And watching episodes of it together, discussing the show, talking about it the next day while we're at work. You remember this happened, that happened. And when you find out that your spouse has been watching episodes, and then what really gets me to respond like this is when you find out that they probably watched the whole series and just sitting there with you watching it again.
Who would do that?
That's the reason why I respond. I'm asking that the Lord help me mature. Yeah. To respond to the kingdom. That word again? Mature. Okay. To respond to the kingdom way. Right. Because the dishonesty in that. But we're not gonna.
Dishonesty is such a harsh word. It sounds like a personal question. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay. A person has been posting things online that are aimed towards you. When you see that person somewhere, do you handle it the kingdom way or do you take a bump? You handle it the kingdom way. Okay. Now, we must understand this about the kingdom way. The kingdom way doesn't mean that you don't confront certain situations. Confrontation is not always a bad thing. Now, I would handle the kingdom way because I would confront the person in the right way with the right spirit. So that's why I choose the kingdom way.
You want to know why I choose the kingdom way? I choose the kingdom way because the person knows what they have done just as well as you know what they have done subliminally. So when you see them, if they want to pretend that it wasn't done, then just go along with it and just go ahead and leave peace.
Now this is when you see the person somewhere, right?
Yeah, when you see them somewhere. Okay,
now hold on. We'll see if you're gonna still keep that kingdom up. Okay. Now, if a great subliminal petty post comes across your mind, runs across your mind, and you know that it will burn your enemies up, do you keep it kingdom or do you keep it a buck? No, make your mind up. Now you so kingdom in their face. Now all of a sudden you want to keep it a buck.
We growing.
Kingdom is not growing.
We're growing. Yes, it is. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is a good answer. Okay, this is my truthful answer. If we had had this game at the beginning of the year, I would have to have did this.
What's that? A buck. you've grown to that.
But today I can say it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. What brought you to that conclusion that it's not worth it?
Just like the previous question.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of stuff can be done subliminally on social media.
Right.
And then you see the person and it's, hey, brother, hey, sister.
Yeah,
so you
that's
might
fake.
as well just go ahead and keep your kingdom.
Yeah.
Just keep your kingdom,
it's fake.
let it go.
It's fake.
Yeah.
And once again, alluding to what you said earlier, you know, everybody else may not know. Only person may know is you, that person, and God.
That's right.
And as long as God knows my heart when I did it, that's enough conviction for me to keep it kingdom and not do it.
That's right.
You know, I think that we have to challenge ourselves at times to grow, because truth be told, those urges come up in us. And I mean, you be sitting there and you be typing it, and you know, and I'll sit on it for about 5 to 10 minutes thinking, should I post this?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I check my heart, and 9 times out of 10, if I got to think that long about it, I'm not going to post it. No, it's not. Well, I'm not giving up my growth for anybody.
No.
Truth be told, I'm not giving up my growth for anybody. Okay, what you got?
Okay, your spouse, this is a good one. Your spouse holds a lengthy conversation with someone of the opposite sex without introducing you. Do you keep it kingdom or do you keep it above?
I would keep it kingdom. A buck. You got about 5 bucks.
No, I have about 3. I have about 3.
Oh my God, who am I with?
I have about.
Are you saved? Oh my God.
We have to be honest. Now,
oh my God.
We have to be honest. Why would you keep it kingdom? How would you respond to that? And I think this don't have to do with your maturity. I think this is a female and a male response.
I mean, if a man is standing over there, standing in a distance, you and a man are standing in a distance, and y'all have
that's not what the question was.
Yeah.
The question is saying, if your spouse is holding a conversation with someone of the opposite sex,
right,
for a lengthy conversation without introducing you, it didn't say anything about them.
Oh, you're talking about, and when we
y'all just standing there, you and your spouse, and someone of the opposite sex comes up. I think it's even rude if somebody of the same sex comes up and your spouse don't introduce you. But when I say a buck, I'm not saying a buck with the person. I'm saying a buck with my spouse. I think that's very, very rude. And I think this may be a male and female thing, the way we see it. Men might not see it that way, but I think that females see it as that being very rude.
When you don't introduce
them. It don't necessarily have to be someone of the opposite sex.
Yeah, I really ain't I agree with you about it being disrespectful, but it's nothing that I really hold close to my heart.
Well, then I say that you need to be holding up a buck then.
No, you can't. Look, just because you got 5 bucks, don't try to ask me bucks. Okay, let's go.
You have more than me.
Now, this happened to me the other day. Now, if someone in public recognizes you, they come up and start talking to you, and you don't remember this person or know this person from the man on the moon, do you keep it kingdom and tell the person, hey, brother, I really don't remember you. What's your name? Or do you keep it a buck and kind of just play along with the person? I would keep it a buck. I keep it a buck. You know, I'm not going to lie. I was at the store the other day, and this guy came up to me, man, what's up? It's good to see you. And I hugged him and everything. And he was talking, and I was thinking the whole time, man, who are you? I feel bad about it. I came home and told you about it, but I kept it a buck. The right thing for me to do is say, hey, brother, where I know you from? That's what I mean by kingdom.
But it's like, you just feel like in your subconscious, this will hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
If I let them know.
Yeah, and you don't want to hurt their feelings. You know,
they are.
Now I might, but for the most part, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay. I'm just gonna play along. So if you see me out in public and you say something to me and I'm responding like I know you, I want you to know it might be a good chance. And I don't know who you are, all right? So I'm just being honest.
I'm listening.
All right, what you got? Come on.
was all of my questions like, okay, your spouse accepts a friend request from an ex.
Man, that's a tough one.
Keeping it a buck would be, well, you know what that would be. And then keeping it kingdom is it wouldn't bother you.
Well,
I guess. It wouldn't, well, I know how I would respond.
you keep it kingdom? You would keep it kingdom? What does that mean, keep it kingdom? So if an ex made a friend request to me on Instagram and I accepted it, you be keeping it kingdom would mean what? You okay with that?
It wouldn't bother me.
It wouldn't bother you.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let me see. This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Do you think it would bother
I'm having enough of a challenge trying to figure out my own answer.
Okay.
An ex. Would it bother me? No, it won't. I agree with you. I keep it kingdom. I believe that we are at a place in our marriage to where I'm secure. I believe that I treat you well enough and that you treat me well enough to where this shouldn't even faze us. You know, we respect each other, we have good communication, and we have sincere love for one another. So kingdom, I wouldn't sweat it. We're past that part. We're too far down the road for that. Now, I gotta go. Let's say a person is prophesying to you in a church service, and you know that the person is off. Mm-hmm. And they ask you, am I right about it? Now, the kingdom thing to do is to say, no, sir, no, ma'am, you're not right about it. And when you're keeping it a buck, you don't really want to embarrass the person, so you just kind of nod your head. Which way would you go? Would you put them on the spot in front of everybody, or would you shake your head and agree with them? Kingdom, wow. So a person comes up to you, a person calls you out at church,
this is happening,
prophesying to you, and they offer, then they ask you, am I right about it? And you're going to do what? I'm
gonna respond, no, you off. That's not me. I don't receive it. I've had to do that.
Wow. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I think that answering that way helps both of us.
True.
You're not receiving something that God did not send to you. Yeah. And then you're also helping the prophet out by letting them know you're not on them. You got the wrong person.
You are.
Yeah.
I think that when I say keep it a buck, and I know you're saying that you wouldn't be disrespectful to the person. When I say keep it a buck, and the person say, am I right about it? I'm not going to shake my head and say, yes, you're right. I'm going to say, I'm just going to give a look. I'm just going to give a look and let the person release what it is they're releasing. And I hate to really even admit this, because the right thing to do, everybody, don't be like me. The right thing to do is to say no. Yeah.
But like you said,
not be disrespectful.
There's a way to respond.
Yeah.
And letting them know that this is not accurate, or it's a word of prophecy, so it may not be something that you have walked into yet. Yeah. But in my situation, I knew that this wasn't me.
Wow.
I had
to. So you kept the kingdom and told them the truth. Said, prophet, y'all hear that? You guys think about prophesying to her, you better make sure you're on point, because she's gonna let you know that you off. Now me, I'm just gonna give you the look like, But I'm gonna keep it a buck. What else you got?
Okay, let me see.
What else you got?
The next one I have is, okay. Your brother is cheating on his wife.
Okay.
But he is using you as his alibi.
Right.
Do you cover him? By keeping it kingdom, you confront him about it and tell him to straighten it out. And then by keeping it a buck, you are basically going along with the lie that he's telling and letting him use you as an alibi. Which do you do?
This was a hard one, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one.
Wait! I'm waiting for you to turn around.
What? I like to have men around me that have a level of integrity. So if it had happened, it's not my responsibility. And I'm gonna say this: it ain't my responsibility to go tell his wife.
That's right. See,
but I will tell him you wrong.
And you gotta play this up.
You need to make that right. And I love your wife as much as I love you. I love the both of you guys. I believe in y'all marriage, and this ain't the way you want to go, bro. So yeah, I was just playing. I would definitely tell my brother the truth. I like men around me that have a level of integrity.
Let me give a little plug right here too. These are levels that you grow to. So if your answer, this is just like a little serious plug. If your answer was not kingdom,
right?
This is the goal to get to this response.
True. In every scenario.
Every scenario, this is our goal.
Right.
The show is called Let's Grow Together. So we are all making our way towards responding to different scenarios in the kingdom manner.
Right.
So if your answer was a buck, don't beat yourself up. Just know that God wants us to respond with integrity, and he wants us to respond in a kingdom way. Right.
Because for so many years, everything in my life was a buck.
Yeah.
It was a buck.
Well, we call keeping it
true.
Real.
And then when I hold up the kingdom, that's just a reflection of the growth.
That's right.
That I have gained in my life through different trials that Christ has taken me through. You got any more questions?
Ooh, this is a good one, but this is a hard one.
Okay. Shoot.
Ooh, Lord. It's the holiday shopping season, which we are in right now.
Okay.
You find a wallet full of money in Walmart, but there's no identification in the wallet. Do you turn it in to Walmart?
Or do you keep it?
Now, mind you,
the kingdom thing would be the what?
The kingdom thing to do would be to turn it in.
Right.
Although there's no way that they can give it to the person who has lost it because there's no identification in it.
Right.
The keeping it a buck response would be there's no way that they can get this to the person that lost it because there's no identification in it. So maybe God is blessing me.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Oh, Lord.
Won't he do it? You know what? I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. It's the holidays time. It's the holidays time.
Shopping season.
Okay. How much money is in the wallet?
I'm gonna say it's about $3,000 just to get you.
God.
Yeah, to get you. It's enough to get your granddaughter some nice things and.
Okay. You ready? We're gonna hold it up at the count of 3. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wow! Ain't no such thing as a kingdom buck. No.
Kingdom buck.
No. You got to have one or the other.
Lord.
You got to have one. God ain't blessing you with wallets. Listen. God ain't blessing you with wallets on the ground. That ain't God. God ain't blessing you with a woman that lost her purse and you find it in the dressing room. That ain't God's blessing you.
I would respond.
I would too. You know why? I trust in God.
Yeah.
I trust in God. And the word says, God is not mine. Whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. I've lost my wallet. And there's been times that God has had people find me to bring me back my wallet. So I understand that doing it God's way pays off.
I think that's the reason why I will respond that way, because I will constantly be thinking about what if this was me?
Right.
I will constantly be thinking about what about the person that lost it?
Right.
What about their kids? What about the people that they wanted to do something for?
Yeah,
and I would not even enjoy
doing
that because that would constantly be
on your mind
more than me. Yeah. So that would be my response. But I have to be honest. Once I find when I see that they know I did, now I'm like, do Walmart deserve this?
Right.
Do they really deserve this?
Right.
But the kingdom
way is the best way.
Would be to give it to them.
So we want to thank you guys for playing along with us. As we can see, there's a lot of people that need a lot of work. And we thank God for how far he has brought them. But You know, we pray that you guys really enjoyed it. You know, we tried to have fun with it. We try to be honest. We try to be transparent. And that's why what we do is called Let's Grow Together. Because we're just being honest and saying we haven't arrived yet, but we are thriving to get to the place that God desires for all of us to be. So this was Keeping It Kingdom. Keeping It Kingdom. Are you going to keep it kingdom? Or are you going to keep it a buck? Ask yourself that question every time a situation arises in your life. You got anything else you want to share with the people?
No, I just want to, well, I say no and then I add on. But yes, I just want to remind everybody that we're growing to our kingdom response. So don't beat yourself down if you are not at that place in every scenario we mentioned. Just continue to ask the Lord to help you so you can grow in those areas.
Right.
We're all trying to get there.
We're all trying to get there. So thank you guys for playing along with us. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we ask that you guys would share this video. Until the next time, I'm Prophet Corey.
I'm Minister Shane.
And this is Let's Grow.
I got to keep pressing, got to keep pressing on. You know I never forget that you're not done with me yet. And all the tears that I let, I got to keep pressing, got to keep pressing.
Now I done slipped and stumbled, flipped, failed and fumbled in this walk with you.